Most men miss the moment. They sit frozen, waiting for the perfect time while the perfect time slips right past them. A woman may not say it outright, but when she wants you to make a move, her body, her voice, and her energy scream it. The problem, most guys are blind to these signals. They second guess themselves, overthink, and end up doing nothing. And when they finally work up the courage, it's too late. She's already lost interest. Here's the truth. Attraction has windows of opportunity. If you recognize the signs and act with confidence, you escalate naturally. But if you ignore them, you kill the spark. Today, I'm going to break down the clear signals a woman gives when she's waiting for you to take the lead so you never miss your chance again. Point 1. She creates opportunities to be close to you. One of the strongest signals that a woman wants you to make a move is the way she positions herself around you. Attraction naturally pulls people closer. If she's drawn to you, she'll find excuses, sometimes subtle, sometimes obvious, to reduce the space between you. This isn't random. It's her subconscious setting the stage, waiting for you to step into your role. Think about it. You're sitting in a group, and instead of staying across the table, she takes the seat next to you. You're walking together, and she drifts closer until your arms brush. You're having a conversation, and she leans in. Not because she can't hear you, but because she wants to feel your presence. That closeness is not just comfort, it's an invitation. She's saying without words, I'm comfortable with you here. Take the next step. Most men ignore this signal. They think, oh, she just sat here because it was convenient, or she's just friendly. Wrong. Women don't shrink personal space with men they aren't interested in. If she's deliberately closing the gap, it's because she wants something to happen. The tragedy is that many men hesitate, and by doing nothing, they let the tension die. Here's the truth. Closeness is her way of lowering the barrier. She's telling you she feels safe. She feels attraction, and she's leaving the door wide open. Your job isn't to question it or to overanalyze it, but to respond with calm confidence. That doesn't mean you jump in recklessly. It means you maintain strong eye contact. You hold your ground, you mirror her proximity, and you slowly escalate. You let the tension build instead of running from it. The psychology is simple. If she's consistently choosing to be near you when she doesn't have to, that's interest in motion. Her body is seeking your energy. And when she makes the effort to close the space, she's not just being nice. She's signaling desire. The right move. Don't let those opportunities pass. If she's putting herself within reach, don't act blind. Stay calm. Lean in just enough and let the moment breathe. Because when she creates closeness, she's not testing your friendship. She's testing your confidence. Point 2, her touch becomes playful and frequent. When a woman wants you to make a move, she won't always say it with words. She'll say it with touch. Touch is one of the strongest subconscious signals of attraction. And when she starts finding excuses to put her hands on you, it's her way of showing comfort and sparking physical chemistry. It's not random. It's not accidental. It's intentional, even if she pretends it's playful or casual. Picture this. She laughs at something you said and lightly taps your arm. She playfully shoves you when you tease her. She fixes a piece of lint on your shirt, adjusts your collar, or brushes something off your face. She doesn't need to do any of these things, but she does because touch is her way of saying, I'm okay with this level of closeness and I want you to notice it. Most men miss this completely. They think she's just being friendly or they convince themselves it doesn't mean anything, so they stay passive. Worse, some men overreact. They lunge in too fast the second she touches them, ruining the natural flow. Both mistakes kill the vibe. The key is balance. Don't ignore her touch and don't pounce on it. Match her energy. Let the tension grow and use it as a signal that the door is open. Here's the truth. Women don't casually touch men they don't feel safe or attracted to. If she's touching you often, it's because her body is signaling what her words might not. She wants more connection. And the more playful the touch, the more she's testing to see if you'll step up and escalate. She wants to feel your confidence when you hold eye contact after the touch, when you don't flinch, when you stay grounded, the right move, respond calmly. If she taps your arm, don't just laugh it off. Hold her gaze, give her that subtle smirk. Maybe return. The touch lightly at the right moment. You're showing her you can handle the energy without being desperate. That composure makes her trust you to take the lead. Psychology makes it clear. Physical touch is a bridge to intimacy. If she's crossing that bridge over and over, she's waiting for you to meet her halfway. Don't freeze. Don't overthink. Recognize it for what it is, an invitation to move closer. Point three, her eyes linger and invite. The eyes are the strongest giveaway of what she wants but won't say. When a woman wants you to make a move, her gaze changes. She doesn't just glance, she lingers. She holds eye contact longer than necessary. And when you look back, she doesn't look away instantly. That pause, that spark, that tiny moment of silence between the eyes is her signal. It's her subconscious telling you, I'm open to more, do something, think about it. You're talking to her, and her eyes don't just stay on your face. They dip to your lips, then back to your eyes. Or maybe she's across the room and she keeps sneaking looks at you, waiting to catch your attention. When you lock eyes, she doesn't just turn away. She smiles, she blushes, or she gives that playful smirk. That's not accidental. That's an invitation. Most men ruin this signal in two ways. Some ignore it completely, convincing themselves they imagined it, and let the opportunity slip. Others get too excited, misread one glance as a green light, and lunge in awkwardly. Both kill the tension. The right move is controlled confidence. When her eyes linger, you hold it. You let that energy build. You give her a slow smile or a subtle smirk. You don't rush because the waiting is what makes the tension grow. Here's the truth. When a woman isn't interested, her eyes reveal it instantly. She avoids contact, looks distracted, and treats eye contact like a chore. But when she wants you to make a move, her eyes betray her attraction. She'll hold the look and she'll repeat it. If she's giving you those signals over and over, she's not just curious, she's waiting. The psychology behind it is simple. Extended eye contact triggers intimacy. It creates a sense of connection, vulnerability, and tension all at once. Women know this instinctively. That's why she holds the gaze, because she wants to see if you'll rise to the moment or shrink from it. The right move? Don't flinch. Don't break eye contact nervously. Let it breathe. Lean in slowly, escalate gradually, and let the moment unfold naturally. Because when her eyes linger, she's not challenging you. She's giving you permission. And the man who knows how to read that will never miss his chance. Point four, she gives you excuses to be alone with her. When a woman wants you to make a move, she doesn't just show it with looks or touches. She creates situations where you and her end up alone. Attraction seeks privacy. If she feels that spark, she'll make sure there's a moment without the crowd, without distractions, where something more can happen. She may not say, take me somewhere private, but her behavior sets the stage. Picture this. You're in a group, and she pulls you aside to show you something or tell you something in private. You're hanging out with friends, and she lingers after everyone else leaves. Maybe she asks for help with something small, grabbing her a drink, walking her to her car, carrying something heavy. On the surface, these moments look casual, but in reality, they're her way of saying, I want you here, just me and you. Most men miss this opportunity. They tell themselves it's nothing. They treat it like a friendly favor, and they let the moment pass. Or worse, they freeze, terrified of making the wrong move, so they do nothing. That hesitation kills the vibe. Because here's the truth. Women don't go out of their way to create private moments with men they feel nothing for. If she's opening that door, it's because she wants you to step through it. Here's the reality. A woman who isn't interested will avoid being alone with you. She'll keep conversations short. She'll stick to the group. She'll find ways to leave quickly, but a woman who wants you closer, she'll do the opposite. She'll extend the time, stretch the excuse, and keep herself in your orbit. That's her way of giving you permission without saying it outright. The right move? Don't overthink it. When she creates privacy, don't waste it talking about random topics or scrolling your phone. Hold the space. Maintain eye contact. Let the silence breathe. Slowly increase the intimacy, whether that's moving closer, lowering your tone, or escalating physical contact. Naturally show her you're not blind to the opportunity. Psychology makes it clear. Privacy amplifies attraction. When she seeks it out with you, she's already signaling her trust and her interest. If you miss it, she'll take it as a sign you're not confident enough to lead. But if you act with calm, controlled boldness, she'll feel exactly what she was hoping for, that you know when it's time to make a move. Point five, she plays with her appearance around you. When a woman wants you to make a move, one of the clearest signs is how she adjusts her appearance in your presence. This is subconscious. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her body betrays her desire through little habits meant to grab your attention. She's signaling, notice me. I want you to see me, picture this. She fixes her hair while you're talking, twirls it around her fingers, or flips it over her shoulder. She adjusts her clothes, smooths her dress, or checks her reflection in her phone screen. She applies lip gloss mid-con conversation, touches her neck, or fiddles with jewelry. These are not random fidgets, they're mating signals. They show she's aware of how she looks in your eyes and she's trying to enhance it. Most men brush this off as meaningless. They think she's just nervous or restless. But here's the truth. Women don't groom themselves around men they don't care about. If she's putting effort into her appearance in real time with you, it's because she wants to draw your attention and amplify the chemistry. It's her way of saying, I'm presenting myself to you. What are you going to do about it? Here's the mistake many guys make. They notice these signals but don't respond. They keep talking casually like nothing's happening and miss the moment. Or worse, they overreact, blurting out clumsy compliments every time she adjusts herself, which kills the natural flow. Attraction isn't about announcing what you see, it's about responding with calm confidence. The right move, when you see her playing with her appearance, don't act. Surprised, hold her gaze. Smirk. Let her know you caught it without saying it outright. That subtle acknowledgement builds tension. It makes her feel the chemistry has been noticed and received. Then, if the vibe continues, you escalate naturally. Closer proximity, deeper eye contact, a touch at the right moment. Psychology is clear. Self-grooming behaviors are primal signals of attraction. They go back to our instincts of wanting to look our best when we feel desire. If she's doing it around you, she's not just passing time, she's inviting you to step forward. Ignore it, and the opportunity fades. Recognize it, and you'll know exactly when she's ready for you to make your move. Point six, she teases you or tests your confidence. When a woman wants you to make a move, she often won't come out and say it directly. Instead, she'll tease you, challenge you, or throw little tests your way to see how you respond. Why? Because women are wired to feel attraction toward men who can handle pressure without cracking. Teasing is her way of creating playful tension. It's her way of saying, I want you to step up and show me you can lead this moment. Picture this. She makes a sarcastic comment about something you're wearing. She pokes fun at the way you talk or the jokes you tell. She rolls her eyes in a playful way or gives you that smirk that dares you to respond. On the surface, it may feel like she's messing with you, but in reality, she's giving you an opening. She's saying, show me you're confident enough to handle me. Most men fail here in one of two ways. Some get defensive. They explain themselves, argue, or take her teasing too seriously. That kills the vibe instantly because it shows insecurity. Others freeze up, laugh nervously, or change the subject. That kills the tension too because it shows they don't know how to play. Both mistakes tell her the same thing. You're not the man who can handle her energy. The right move, lean into the tease. If she jokes, joke back. Sharper, bolder, with a smirk that says you're unfazed. If she challenges you, don't defend yourself. Flip it back on her. For example, if she says, wow, you think you're smooth. You can respond, smooth enough to make you nervous. That kind of banter keeps the tension alive and builds attraction. Here's the truth. When a woman teases you, she's not rejecting you, she's testing you. She's looking for signs of strength, composure, and confidence. If you pass the test, her attraction spikes, and she feels even more drawn to you. If you fail, she pulls back because she can't imagine moving forward with a man who breaks under playful pressure. Psychology is clear. Tests are not about the words being said, but about the emotions they trigger. She's checking if you can remain confident, calm, and fun even when challenged. If you can, you're showing her exactly why she should let you take the lead. And in her mind, that's the green light she's been waiting to give you. Point seven, she lingers and doesn't want the moment to end. One of the strongest signals that a woman wants you to make a move is how she handles the end of your interactions. If she's not interested, she'll keep it short. Quick goodbye. No extra effort, no hesitation. But if she is interested, she won't rush. she'll linger. She'll drag out the moment, giving you time and space to step forward. That hesitation isn't indecision, it's an invitation. Picture this. The conversation is naturally winding down, but she keeps finding small things to say, even repeating herself just to keep it going. She gathers her things slowly, checks her phone unnecessarily, or pauses at the door instead of leaving. Maybe you're walking her to her car, and instead of hopping in immediately, she stands there waiting. These are not accidents. They're her way of saying, don't let this end yet, do something. Most men ruin this moment by letting it slip away. They don't notice the lingering, so they end the interaction casually. Okay, see you later. And with that, the spark fizzles out. Worse, some overthink it so much that they freeze, waiting for a bigger sign. And by the time they act, the energy is gone. Attraction is about timing, and hesitation kills momentum. Here's the truth. When she lingers, she's giving you the clearest opportunity to escalate. She's standing there waiting because she wants you to take the lead. She's testing to see if you're bold enough to act or if you're going to let the window close. And if you let it close too many times, her attraction will fade completely. The right move. Stay calm, but don't delay. If she's lingering, you step closer. You hold her gaze. You let the silence build just enough. Then you make your move. Whether that's leaning in for a kiss, touching her hand, or speaking with intent, the point is you don't ignore the signal. You meet it with confidence. Psychology makes it clear. People don't linger around those they don't want. If she's stalling, hesitating, dragging things out, she's already telling you she wants more. Your job is to recognize it and lead. Because in her mind, the man who notices the linger and acts is the man who wins her completely. Conclusion. Here's the truth most men don't realize. Women rarely tell you directly when they want you to make a move. Instead, they drop signals, subtle but powerful, that reveal everything you need to know. She closes the space between you. She touches you playfully. Her eyes linger longer than they should. She creates private moments. She fixes her appearance. She teases to test your confidence. And she lingers when the moment should already be over. These are not coincidences. They are invitations. The problem, most men miss them. They overthink, they second guess, or they freeze in fear of rejection. And by hesitating, they kill the spark. But the man who understands these signals doesn't wait for permission. He acts with confidence. He doesn't rush. He doesn't force, but he leads with calm control. That's the difference between being remembered as just a friend and being the man she can't stop thinking about. Attraction is a window. It doesn't stay open forever. If you ignore the signs, it closes. If you read them and act, it grows. So stop doubting yourself. Stop hesitating and start trusting what her body and behavior are already telling you. Because when she wants you to make a move, hesitation is the only wrong, all from psych curious.